Hey everybody, I'm Brent and welcome to the third and final installment of the Sonicake Upgrade Giveaway Series. I am all done with this now. In this video, I'm going to show you what I did to get here. I'm also going to give you some sound samples of this guitar, and most importantly, at the end, I'm going to give you details on what you need to do if you're interested in a chance at winning it. So make sure you stick around. Here we go. All right, I'm back. So I'm getting ready to solder the ground wire and the jack. I did off camera. Actually, I was home from a break from work, and I drilled this hole out. So I didn't have time to set that up. I just wanted to get it done. Wasn't too bad. I was able to get it in there without having to use any special drill bit or anything like that. All right, let's just pull these through. Something for this to rest on. And that is going to go through there. I've checked the fit a couple of times. It's tight, but there's room for everything. All right, just going to tuck that ground wire in there for now. Let me get this jack soldered on. Do I want to leave that much wire? I probably could. All right. I originally put the pure tone jack in the boat. I did not have to widen the hole on this jack boat, jack plate, jack boat. I don't know, whatever. Get my helping hands to help hold this. I'm going to get the jack soldered on here, install the jack plate, solder the ground wire, get that set, test the electronics, make sure everything seems to be working okay. After that, I'm going to put in the neck. I'm going to put in a couple of strings. I'm just going to check the alignment of the neck pocket with the neck. I have drilled holes in the neck, and after I get the alignment right, hopefully I'm right already, but once I check the alignment, then I'm going to look at the action and see, in case I didn't mention it or I edited it out, the neck that I have is 2 millimeters higher than the neck that was on here. So there is a bit of difference in height, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to set up the action and everything, if it's all just going to be fretting out, unless I sand down that neck, the heel, by 2 millimeters, which I am prepared to do if I need to. Anyway, so I'm actually got Ted's live is about to start, and I'm going to go to fast forward mode so I can listen to Ted's live. See you in a bit. Oh, I gotta see if Ted's gonna say it. Got that soldered on there. Is that on there?
Oh, Casey's here, String Pickers. Can you say that one more time for the camera, Ted? Yeah, man. Tonight's episode is brought to you by the good folks over at Tone Yeager.
Oh, he's wearing my shirt.
If you need help perfecting your sound, head on over to Tone Yeager. Yeah, man. Check it out. How's that, Brent? That'll work, baby.
That's awesome, Ted. Thanks, Ted. All right. We got that on. Let's let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Oh, Ted, you're the man. I love.
Sleeping on a pull-out sofa
listening to Ted and being on Ted's lives with everybody.
I hear you, Zach, man.
Just like searching for tone, man. My only drawback is I'm West Coast, so a lot of times it's a lot earlier for me. I'm usually in the middle of stuff. All right, let's test stuff. Good. 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 Good.
You say that, Keith. Everybody loves Brad, man.
Ted, you guys, all you guys, I love you too. That's funny. Okay, so everything works. All the electronics seem to be in working order.
Brad's got it going on. Brad does have it going on. Gene, you say that, baby. Yeah, Brad, I'm playing my stretch kit tonight, guys. I haven't done anything to this guitar other than take it out of the box, put it together, etc.
You guys are the best.
Guys, I was thinking about it.
All right.
I found out
Let's see if I can get this.
I thought I had a virus.
Okay. Man, that looks pretty dang good. Well, it looks like we have good string alignment, and that is good. We seem to be pretty even. I think the neck is good. Now, setup is another story. I'm going to have to try and raise those saddles up and see how far I can get them. If I can get them to work with this and not have to take anything off the neck, I will. Look at that. That is so much better, I think, than the original Sonicake. I like this color a lot more now with that cream and this neck. Man. Awesome. Awesome. I'm going to put strap buttons on. I got strap buttons. Button, mushroom buttons. There. Barrel string trees. Neck. Nice looking guitar. All right, let's see what I could do. All right, so I've decided that I need to remove some material from the bottom of the neck. Because of the height difference on this particular neck when it sits in the neck pocket, it's about 2 millimeters higher. I'm going to try and sand off just about 1 millimeter. And I think that should give me a little more room to play with setup and whatnot. So how am I going to do that? Well, I've got some 80 grit sandpaper, some 320 grit sandpaper. This is self-adhesive sandpaper, and I am just going to lay this flat and move it back and forth. I've kind of marked a little line. I don't know if you can see. I'm not going down much, so hopefully this will do the trick. Trying to keep everything super flat. All right, so I've got this back on. I'm just going to measure. So I was coming in at 9 before. I'm at 8 now. So I've come down 1 millimeter from where it was before. I'm going to go with that. One thing that wasn't on here before, I'm going to add this plastic backplate. Let me see if I can explain this. Makes sense. The amount I filed off the neck to bring the fingerboard a little bit lower. Because I did that, the screw holes are shallower, so I thought instead of having to re-drill or drill slightly more, that I would add this black plastic piece in here, and that would be about 1 millimeter of difference, so make up for the depth. Does that make sense? Plus, I think that's going to better protect the paint as well. The paint does seem to be a little bit, I did have a chip out right there. And I attempted to color that in, but it's a bit darker than the rest of it. So I put a little clear nail polish over it. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to try and get that looking like the guitar color anymore. Little character, if you will. Sorry about that. That bothers you. But at least it's this way when you're playing. So I got it down 1 millimeter. I think that should help with the adjustability for action and everything like that. I think that's enough. And if it's not, I'll go back and do some more. I got to put strings on this and get that going. Oh man, this looks beautiful. It is all together. If you're seeing anything unusual with the pickguard, I still have the plastic on there. So whoever gets this is more than welcome to take it off. But look at that. Everything works really well. I've got everything all set up. The action on this on the bass side is just a tad over 1.5 millimeters. And on the treble side, right around 1.5 millimeters. The saddles on here aren't laying particularly high or particularly low. They're in pretty good position, I think. So I didn't need to take any more off that neck, the heel of the neck. I didn't have to sand that down further than the millimeter I took off. I did want to mention that I have not put the back plate on here. I am not going to, because the holes for the back plate do not line up with the back plate that I got. I didn't want to make new holes. I could have filled this in and put the back plate on, made new holes. But if somebody, I know a lot of people don't use the back plate, the back cover on their guitar. So I didn't want to make new holes if you weren't going to have it on there anyway. So I'm leaving, whoever gets this guitar, I'll include the back plate cover here. But I'm not going to install it. You'll have to do that yourself. But I'll include it so you get to decide. I didn't want to necessarily decide for you. Like I said, I did put that plastic, the black plastic, underneath the neck plate there. There are those locking tuners. They are keeping tune really well. I actually had this, played it for a while. I've been using the whammy bar, set it down, came back the next day, and it was still in tune. I love this neck on the guitar. Relief in the neck, this neck is flat. The trem is, you can get a pick under there. I didn't want it completely all the way decked. but I left it really pretty low. I did check the nut. The nut is cut really well. Again, bone nut, and I believe John did a pretty good job polishing that. It's pretty shiny, actually. Looks really good. And the intonation is pretty much spot on. So yeah, everything looks really good on this guitar. Oh man, I'm really sorry to be giving this away, but I'm actually really pleased to be giving it away as well, if that makes any sense. I just want to show you real quick. I'm going to give you a sound sample in a little bit, but I just want to show you real quick on the pickups here. So we're in the neck position right now, and we're getting a 5.3 in the neck. And then if we go down to neck and middle, 2.6, 5.3 in the middle, 2.7 in the fourth position, and 5.4 in the bridge. I'm going to set this up and give you a little sound sample, and lastly let you know how to enter to win this guitar. See you in a bit. All right, so I've got it plugged into my Fender Mustang Micro, which is plugged directly into my audio interface on my computer. I'm recording. This is on a clean channel. I'm in the neck position. Second or fourth position, neck and middle. Middle position. Bridge and middle. And finally, bridge. I've noticed that the tone knobs on this guitar, I've got them set to about around 7 right now, having them all the way up to having them midway to off or lowest setting. There's quite a big difference. But I'm finding, unlike a lot of guitars, that I am playing with the tone knobs quite a bit to dial it in a little bit better, depending on what I'm playing. And they are pretty responsive. Let me turn some effects on. I'm going to keep it in the bridge. To me, this guitar just looks like it belongs on the beach. It's a surf guitar for sure. And there you have it, the upgraded Sonicake. Thanks again to John over at Smoke Eater Guitars this neck. Fantastic addition, John. Thank you so much for that. Really couldn't have asked for a better neck on this guitar. Brian, thank you for the guitar, first of all, and thank you for these Musiclily pickups. Turned out just what fortuitous timing that Musiclily reached out to me, and I was able to make this kind of a Musiclily guitar, if you will. And again, a huge thank you to Musiclily. Really appreciate you sponsoring this video, supplying all the parts needed to make this project complete. Again, I have links for everything that I got from Musiclily, whether they sent it to me or I purchased it on my own, in the description below. Please check that out. And if you're interested in parts, Musiclily, man, for the price, what great quality. Thank you again. It really kind of brought this project all together. Now, how do you get your hands on this if you want to get your hands on this? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing a, hopefully, a live stream on the 28th of June. That is a week after Father's Day. I will be collecting names based on your actions and adding them to a wheel, and we will be doing a live stream and reveal the winner of this guitar. That is the plan. How do you enter to win? Well, in the comment section of this video, if you would like to be entered to win this guitar, please enter hashtag enter to win, just like it says right there. Put that in your comment, and that's all you have to say if you want to. But let me know what you think, and I really look forward to giving this away in a couple of weeks. I'm really excited about that. This has been a really fun project. I think compared to what it was originally, this Sonicake guitar, this is a fantastic guitar. Really turned out super nice, and I think it looks amazing. I'd like to have it just to hang on the wall. Can I enter my own contest? I don't think so. Anyway, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck to you all if you're entering to win this guitar. And as always, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Cheers.